I did Andrew Hull Foote. He was a member of the United States Navy during the Civil War. He actually wasn't alive through the entire Civil War. He was born on September 12, 1806, New Haven, in Connecticut. He was the son of a U.S. Senator. He first qualified for the entry to West Point and entered in their class of 1826. 6 months later, deciding that he preferred seafaring over a career on land, he resigned West Point and accepted an appointment as a midshipman in the U.S. Navy on December 4th, 1822. Between 1822 and 1843, Foote saw service in the Caribbean, Pacific, Mediterranean, in the Philadelphia Navy Yard. Andrew Foote was a reformer. He organized a temperance society aboard the USS Cumberland, which developed into a movement that resulted in ending the policy of supplying grog to U.S. naval personnel. Between 1849 and 1851, Foote commanded the USS Perry off the African coast. He was active in suppressing the slave trade. In 1854, he published an anti-slavery tract, Africa and the American Flag. Between 1851 and 1856, he served in various shore posts, including the United States Navy Efficiency Board, created by Commodore Samuel Francis DuPont. Foote was promoted to commander in 1856 and took command of Portsmouth in the East India Squadron. And in November, with his command, Foote was assigned to the mission of observing British operations. Foote returned to the continental United States in 1858 and took command of the Brooklyn Navy Yard in New York. He was there until the Civil War broke out. From August 30th to May 1861 to May 9th, 1862, Foote commanded the Mississippi River Squadron with distinction, organizing and leading gunboat flotilla in the captures of Fort Henry and Donelston and Island Number 10. He received the thanks of Congress. He was wounded in action at Fort Donaldson. Foote was promoted to Rear Admiral on July 16, 1862, and was on his way to take command of the South Atlantic Blocking Squadron for duty outside of Charleston, South Carolina, when he died at New York. He was interred at Grove Street Cemetery in New Haven. Andrew Foote had 3 U.S. ships named after him, as well as a fort, which is now Fort Foote State Parks, I think somewhere in New York. He was considered the ironclad commander because he commanded several ironclads on top of his regular gunboats that he commanded. And that's pretty much all I've got.